Dropshipping is one of the most tried and failed businesses of the last 5 years, with 9 out of the 10 people who try it failing within just the first 30 days. But what separates a now 21-year-old high school dropout leaving school with a 1.3 GPA from the rest of the crowd? Well, in this video, we're gonna find out.
What's up, dude?
What's up, bro?
Is this the place?
Yes, sir.
Good to see ya.
Good to see you. This is the crib. I just moved in here recently. It's a 3-bedroom, 3,000 square foot apartment. They made it 2 stories, so it's 2 apartments. They merged into 1.
Today, Jacob lives in a $20,000 per month penthouse overlooking the city of Miami, drives around in a $200,000 sports car.
How much was this car?
$250,000.
But the motivation to achieve all of this stems from his hatred for the school system.
So you've pretty famously said that you dropped out of high school in 10th grade with a 1.3 GPA. Why did you hate school so much, and what kind of played into that decision to drop out?
Contrary to popular belief, I liked school. Like, I was very social, I had a lot of friends. But for me, I hated the idea of like kind of being told what to do. So I didn't like the education side of it, but the social aspect I loved. And I just wasn't doing great. Like, I didn't have good grades. My parents didn't really know what I was gonna do. And my school kind of gave me an ultimatum after I threw a huge party to either like leave or go on a crazy contract and have to like sign my life away to the school. And I just didn't want to. And I left. I walked out of the second final I took in 10th grade and I never went back. So I was in an ultimatum because I'd already like started dabbling in the world of like making money through like sneaker reselling and also Supreme. I was buying the Thursday morning drops and reselling the clothing. I knew I could make 5 to 10K just from that. And I was still super young and naive, but yeah, I just said, fuck it, let me just go all in. The way I got my parents to allow it was I told them I want 1 semester, like 6 months. And if I don't make 50 grand profit, I'll go back to school. And 6 months later I had 50 grand and I never went back.
Like, is that kind of when dropshipping came into play?
So I tried everything, and like a lot of people would be like, oh, guy, this one, he's gonna insert dropshipping story. It actually wasn't dropshipping initially. Initially, it was social media marketing. I got into options trading and really just those 2, as well as some little work for my older brother.
So your brother was already kind of in the entrepreneurial space as you were getting started.
Yeah, so he's like a major role, and I say this on social media a lot. The older brother is kind of the path guider, where he's kind of creating the path. And that's why I always tell people, like, surrounding yourself around successful people, it allows you to open your mind and stretch your thoughts, and that's a really powerful thing. Now he's like crushing the social media marketing world. He has a ton of Instagram pages, and he stayed in that route. I kind of ventured off and realized the power of using those pages to start businesses.
And this is where we insert the dropshipping story. But jokes aside, this is the part of the story where Jacob goes from nearly broke to earning over $10 million by the age of 21. And I go into detective mode trying to figure out the 3 keys to make money dropshipping.
Like, what I was doing for my brother was I would go and I was posting ads on his pages for the businesses that were paying him money. It's like meme page marketing. A meme page on Instagram, there's no face. We'll post ads and shout outs for businesses or people. So right when I left school, I was already trying Shopify dropshipping. It just didn't work. I started a sunglasses store. I think it was called Sunglasses for Less. It wasn't working. And for me, I realized the power of these pages because instead of running ads to my Shopify store, which is how I started, I decided to just post on his pages because he gave me discounted rates. I used my competitive edge. I had really cheap shout outs, and it made it so hard to lose. And that's when stuff started picking up, because after I found proof of concept with influencer ads and using his meme pages, I got back into Facebook ads. And Facebook ads was my first like notorious product I talk about. It was AirPods. I sold AirPods as earpods, and I had black, white, red, and like light green. And dude, they ripped. That 2019 span, I did $1 million selling the AirPods. Apple ripped me down, bro.
So you made $1 million in 1 year selling those AirPods.
End of 2018, 2019, and then even a little into 2020, I was selling AirPods like on and off, and I did about $1 million. The one core memory I do remember is my brother had a Tesla, and I was driving his Tesla. I had the Shopify dashboard on the big screen, and I remember seeing it was like a $5,500 day on the live dashboard. I got my first Rolex that year. Dude, I was a 17-year-old with like 100K in the bank. I was just a little retarded.
Essentially, what Jacob was doing was setting up a website selling fake or knockoff AirPods for $39.99, and then he was sourcing them from a supplier like AliExpress for only $5 or less. That's crazy profit margins. But as we're gonna find out later, selling fake AirPods isn't exactly legal, so what Jacob could have done instead is go to a supplier website like autods.com, found similar, better quality headphones like these for only $18.23. And of course, when people order your product, AutoDS takes care of all the packaging, the shipping, and the difference between what you pay for the product and your marketing expenses is your profit. And before we find out how Jacob's story progressed from his first venture, working with a supplier like our sponsor AutoDS AirPods makes for much faster shipping times than suppliers overseas like AliExpress, which sometimes take up to a month to deliver your order to customers, and that leads to a lot of unhappy people. On these headphones, for example, they deliver your item to customers in just 6 to 9 business days. AutoDS also has a TikTok spy feature where you can spy on your competitors' ads to see how they're marketing their product. For this fake AirPods product, I found an example ad that a competitor is running right now. This product is definitely too saturated and also illegal now, but when Jacob was selling it, it was popping until he got a cease and desist letter from Apple to stop selling the headphones immediately.
And the Apple cease and desist later that year really turned it off. I was debating on trying to still sell them early 2020. I kind of did a little bit, but I was just like, it's not worth it. I'm building something that's destined to fail. That 2020 and 2021 year is where I was like kind of like figuring things out a bit. And I was just getting down like this world of like, what am I going to do? And that's where like TikTok ads, TikTok, and I started a new brand, which I'm still running today.
So although Jacob got a start in e-commerce selling fake AirPods, he quickly transitioned into selling other products. So that's why I teamed up with AutoDS on this video to help you get started in your dropshipping journey. And if you use my link at the top of the description, you get a 30-day free trial on the platform. Seriously, they have a list of tons of winning products you can look into. And although not every item you try to sell is going to be a winner, sometimes people try 20 or 30 products before one hits, but all it takes is one product to change your life. And today, Jacob experiences this with one of his active e-commerce brands.
I'm less focused on like quick money right now with e-com, and this main brand specifically, I'm more so trying to get it to the point I can sell it.
You have $7,000 of sales, and how long of a period is that?
Yeah, that was just for Black Friday just now. So I've run this brand for a good amount of time. So we actually didn't realize we just hit $1 million on it. So this is right when we started it, we did that 130K a month. Then we kind of were like up and down, I was figuring out, and specifically it was this time where I was realizing like I need to make a decision on what I want to do with the store. And I decided I wanted to build it out and focus on building a customer base. I'm focused on now acquiring customers that are buying from me consistently, and we're starting actually a protein line, which I could show you. I'll make it a Financial Wolf exclusive.
Let's go.
So I'll literally show you guys, we're calling them mix-ups. Here's the chocolate. So yeah, these are mix-ups. If you guys have seen Jimmix, that brand, that's me. These are really great because people are buying them monthly, and it's a consistent thing, a consistent stream of income. I don't care to go and do 100, 200K next month. I care about doing 5 million over the next 5 years on the brand and doing it consistently.
And between his e-commerce businesses, his marketing company Talk Media, and his now 7-figure coaching business, Jacob makes and spends a lot of money.
What's up, dude? Good to see you.
Back again.
Are you buying another watch today?
This fully wasn't planned. I texted these guys yesterday. I wanted this very specific watch. It's a Rolex Oyster Perpetual with a Tiffany dial. I've been picking up a lot of watches lately because, as I was telling you, like it's a $6 value that you kind of hold money in, you lose like 10%. You normally will make or lose 10%, and then you pay sales tax.
And is this guy, is he timepiece trading, dude, or no?
Yeah, bro. Everyone knows Timepiece in Miami. These are the best for the watches. So
is that where we're going?
Yeah, we're going there. They have like 10 million in watches. Valet real quick. Then we're going to pick up the watch. Hey, the key's inside. Thank you. 20 minutes. We're just going to pick up the watch. Here it is. This thing's sick. The Tiffany's so nice, man.
Oh, that looks really good. I like that blue.
It's pretty. It's like a very rare dial.
Timepiece Trading also showed us some of their most expensive watches.
So this is 200K. I need this, bro. Every time I go in there, I just see all these nice ass watches. I'm like, fuck. I feel like my watches that are under 20, 30K now, they don't even feel that cool, which is fucked up.
Do you ever worry spending a lot of money? Because I noticed that, like, I mean, you probably spend a lot of money every month.
The fact is that in my eyes, there's a very like clear difference of like spending money to burn, stuff like clubbing, renting maybe boats. Right now I'm looking at like starting to acquire e-commerce stores. Instead of going and like starting my own stores to run them, I just want to acquire them. And I'll spend $200,000-$300,000 in a few months acquiring a few stores. And like, it's almost not really an expense as much as you look at it as an investment.
That's an investment. Yeah, 100%.
And yeah, so for me, dude, like even everything I do, my house cleaners, they cost me $3,000 a month just for my maids. They're here every day. Chef is another $5,000 a month with groceries. You look at it in one way as an $8K a month expense. Another way, it's 2 hours every day I'm free. And that 2 hours, 30, 60 hours a month, dude, like I just have to make $120 an hour and I break even on them.
That's a good point. And I mean, you also have to think about it from a perspective of your income, right? Like if you made 30 grand a month and you had like this whole lifestyle, that would be really dumb. But if you make a few $100K a month, then it's like, that's a reasonable proportion.
One thing I used to think is that things have to go slow. But my favorite thing is when people whip out the Roth IRA calculator, 45 years out, project how much you have. Like that's okay, you can do that. But the fact is while that wealth compounds, you can go and make an extra $250,000 a month. I've seen some fucking crazy shit, man. I've talked to people who are doing fucking 7.5 mil in a single day. That Black Friday we just had, $7.5 million in ad spend in one day.
But spending this day with Jacob made me even more curious on how to get started. And of course, I had to ask his opinion on courses.
The more you learn, the more you earn.
And I also see you have a little thing from Teachable that you made over $1 million selling your course. When was that?
Dude, so I started with TikTok. My course was just blowing up. I released, like as everyone would, a fucking quick $300 course. I knew it would print. I didn't know how well. I got a fuck ton of people to buy that course.
In the beginning, did a lot of people see you as kind of a guru in that sense?
Fuck yeah, bro. And that was one of the things I hated. I hated the idea of people thinking I cared to sell a course. The fact is that I can go and do any business model you've ever seen. If I do, I know I'll do well at. Because it's not the business model that you do. It's really a you problem. When I started that course and did $1 million from it was just such an easy lever. People knew I knew my shit, because I did. And they paid me $300. Dude, that course was a steal.
Do you think that there are a lot of bad people out there in terms of the courses they sell?
Someone who doesn't know their shit selling a course, it's like a ticking time bomb. You have to realize that people doing bad things, it's not gonna last. I always tell my mentorship students, like, if you join in and you don't do well, I'm hurting myself.
But nowadays, Jacob mainly focuses on helping a small number of motivated students, along with his company Talk Media, which does ads for e-commerce businesses.
We got an offer on our agency we kind of turned down. That was pretty cool because that was like a multi-7 figure. That'd be nuts if we just sold it and just got a wire. For me, on an income level between everything, I mean, this year I'll easily clear like $5 million. Net on that, I want to say ballpark, probably $1 to $2 million.
Getting to hang out with young entrepreneurs at this level is truly a life-changing experience. But before I left his Lamborghini, I had one more question to ask.
For people starting today, how can they get a Lamborghini like you?
The best thing I can tell you is what you're going to decide to do it really, really well. But if I had to tell a beginner where to start, I'd say find people who are helping beginners. Either watch their content or pay them and do what they say. Don't fucking try to respin the wheel. Do what people are doing that's working. Maybe you can get in a Lambo.
All right, bro. It was good seeing you. I'll catch you soon.
After this whole day with Jacob, I was determined to dive deeper into the business of Shopify dropshipping and learn how people are making millions with it. So I flew out to Phoenix, Arizona to meet up with another dropshipper, Sebastian Escueda, who's made a lot of money with the business model. But that'll have to wait for another video. So in the meantime, check out AutoDS at the top link down below to get some dropshipping product ideas. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.